Alright guys, today we're going to be taking a look at these Generation 1 Apple AirPods. These are a pair of earbuds that come in at $135 and were released back in 2016. Now, these are only available to buy used now because they are about 4 years old, and we're going to be comparing them to Apple's new AirPod Pros, which I did a review on a few months ago, if you guys want to go check that out. And we're really going to be seeing what the main differences are, and should you still buy these in 2020. So let's go. So let's start off by checking out the packaging. On the front, of course, you have the picture of the AirPods themselves. On the top, you have the AirPods spelled out, Apple logo on each side. On the bottom, these only come with the charging case. You cannot get wireless charging, for example, like you can with the AirPods Pro or the Generation 2 Apple AirPods. Again, these are compatible with any iOS device, Apple Watch, or Mac with the latest software. But now that we've looked at the packaging, we can open this thing up. This does not have the satisfying peel thing like the Apple AirPods Pro. That was quite, that was good selling factor for me. Let's open this thing up though. Again, you don't need to use two hands. Yes, you do. I lied. You do need to use two hands, and when you open it, inside you have all your typical papers. The instruction manual, how to pair it, and everything. These do not give you Apple's stickers though, like they usually do, which I get excited when I see those stickers. Of course, you have the earbuds right here, but you have no replaceable ear tips because you don't need any. Underneath the box, you have your charging cable. This is still Apple's old charging cable because this came out back in 2016 with the USB to Lightning, which of course does not have a charging brick or the fast charging brick. Let's unravel this. And if you guys have picked up any Apple product before, you know every charger is high quality. So we don't really need to look too much about the charger. But now it's time to be satisfied. We can open this up here. And there we go. We got the Apple earbuds. Let me push everything off to the side, and we can focus on these things. Comparing the size of the two, of course the AirPod Pros are going to be wider, but if I stand them up, they're only a little bit taller. I'm going to open sideways. Let's open these things up though. If you couldn't already tell, they don't have the dot. That's the wireless charging dot that these don't have. You have to go for the Gen 2 AirPods or the AirPod Pros. Taking them out, the case has a dot right there to show you what charging they're at. I'm not really sure what percentage they're at right now, but of course you have Apple's nice earbuds style. Let me take out the Pros though, because the Pros are a lot smaller. The stem is a lot longer on these Gen 1 AirPods, and it doesn't curve in. I'm not really a big fan of the curve in, but the overall style of the AirPods Pro I think are better. I can grab my iPad though so we can try these out. Of course, pairing them is super easy. Let's open settings, put these back in. It always confuses me which way they go. The AirPods are more straightforward, the AirPods Pro. But of course, these are super easy to pair, just to open them up. Unless they're dead. They actually could be dead because they sat in my safe for about 2 to 3 months. So I will charge these a little bit and I'll get right back to you guys. Alright, well, it turns out they're not dead and I'm just an idiot and I didn't press the white button on the back. But let's open these things up and pair them now. There you go. I'll take these out, stick them in my ear. This time we are going to do a mic test though. When you guys hear me talking, of course these do not have as much, they don't go into your ear as much as the AirPods Pro because they don't have the suction to hold them into your ear, so they're not really my favorite. Kind of looking at myself in the mirror there. And they don't really look the greatest, but probably because I'm used to the other AirPods, but it's okay, it's okay. Let's listen to some music though. Again, this is from No Copyright Sounds, great YouTube channel. We're going to start from about 20 seconds. I'll probably replay this part because there was a bass drop and I want you guys to hear that. Right off the bat, bass is incredible, and I know I say that a lot, but volume isn't at max and the bass is very surprising. Yeah. These are amazing. Honestly, they might be just as great as the AirPod Pros, and unless I just haven't experienced them at like max volume, the AirPod Pros, but I'll let you guys hear it now. I'll go back to about 34 seconds, and then I'll let you guys hear it. This song does have words, it's not just music, but yeah, just wait for the bass drop. Alright, so I'll stop the music there, and yeah, everything about those so far just blow me away. I have never actually used these AirPods before, but they're amazing. Of course, wow. So tapping twice on the right earbud skips. I was just kind of fooling around. And tapping twice on the left also skips, I believe. So, you can fiddle around with this. Where are they? AirPods. You can fiddle around with this previous track, Siri, play, pause, or off when there's no touch control. But now we will try a mic test, and then we'll go look at the specs. Alright, so you guys can take a nice look at these specs here while I'm walking around my room testing out this mic, but I haven't listened to the mic yet, and I assume that the mic is pretty good quality because, you know, Apple making good earbuds. Most of the time, a lot of earbud companies don't really focus on making their microphones sound good. They just kind of focus on good sound quality through the earbuds listening to music and stuff, because not very many people actually use the microphone. They use the earbuds more for just listening to music. But again, it is helpful that some earbuds do have microphones, because if you're on business calls or on FaceTime with your friends or coworkers, say on Zoom now because it's coronavirus, it's definitely very helpful so that you don't have the sound quality of your phone or the computer. plus you can hear them better through the earbuds. I'm going to watch back the clip though, and I'll give you my feedback on the next clip. You guys can give me your feedback on these AirPod microphone in the comments, but let's now talk about the specs. Alright, so I just rewatched that clip, and it's actually, the mic is a lot higher quality than I thought it would be. Again, you guys can give me your feedback on that mic in the comments. Not really sure what you guys think about it, but I think it was really good quality. It was only playing out of the left microphone though, because you can change it, but you can't do both microphones. Let's talk about specs though, comparing them to the Generation 1 versus comparing them versus Gen 2, because I couldn't find anything comparing them to AirPod Pro's actual specs. Again, you have everything you need. It's super easy to use, all the touch controls and everything. Plus you can look through these owner manuals and stuff to see what you need. But yeah, both of them have a super simple pairing setup, unlike some other earbuds where you have to press some buttons and then fiddle around with it a little bit. So they're all good. 24 hours battery life with the charging case. 15 minutes charging in case means you get 3 hours of listening to music, and it's compatible with every wireless charging case. And yeah, you can buy the Generation 2 wireless charging case if you really want wireless charging. Again, some of the cons though, you don't have any colors, it's only white. You can only buy them used now because they are 4 years old. Shorter talk time, battery life, so if you're talking a lot through them, the battery is going to go down more. And then you have no voice activated Siri like these Generation 2. Again, they're the same price, just they're cheaper on Amazon's website, $135, because you can't buy them on Apple anymore, and $160. Again, same price as the first gen, the Generation 2, better audio, and an additional hour of talk time. Battery life when you're talking is 2 hours on the AirPods 1, 3 hours on the AirPods 2. Battery life with music is 5 hours on both of them. Bluetooth version, these are Bluetooth 4.2 instead of Bluetooth 5.0, and then you have to double tap to activate Siri, even though you do have to change some settings to have that. No wireless charging case. Additionally, you do have to buy an extra one, and iOS 10 or later on these Gen 1, and iOS 12.2 or later on the Gen 2. iOS 13 is needed to use these AirPods Pro though, I believe. Again, it's not really too big of an upgrade from the Gen 1 to the Gen 2, but if you're willing to spend the extra money, over $100 extra, I would definitely go for the AirPods Pro. So are these worth it for $135 used? Yes, I 100% recommend. Everything about them is amazing. Sound quality, microphone bass, everything is, Apple just knocked it out of the park with these and all their other Apple earbuds, even though they all only released 2, these AirPods Pro again. The first time I used them, they just surprised me. Again, you don't get any suction or transparency or noise canceling like these, and you don't get as tight of a seal with the Gen 1. Either way though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. Please consider subscribing. Go check out my other channel, MC Carcade. Go follow my Instagram, Unbox Central Official, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.